Welcome to the next island and my amazing view from my hotel. Yet again, this was not really planned. I picked a place that had a good price and this is what I ended up with. So definitely excited about this. I am on the island of Iraklia, which probably some of you have never heard of. This is a very small island south of Naxos. You can actually see it off in the distance. It's part of the Small Cyclades Islands. About 150 people lived here year-round. It is one island that I have not been on yet, so this is exciting for me. Obviously not a lot to do here. There's a beautiful beach down there. That is also the port, and then there's a beach behind my hotel that's a little bit of a walk, but probably only like 10 minutes. There is a couple of good restaurants here apparently, but that's probably it. I think there's a cave, but it's probably too hot to hike to it. Part of the reason that I picked Iraklia was that I have read an article about this restaurant where I'm going and hopefully get a table. There aren't very many restaurants, so it's kind of a question of, do I need a reservation or not on such a small island? Anyway, and you know, of course I hadn't been here, so I thought, what a good combination. And I've looked at trying to come before, and it just never worked out. So this is great. The restaurant is called Iraklia, not Iraklia, like the island, but with an A. And it's supposed to be pretty amazing. I think this is it right here. Yes, this is it. Should not have trouble getting a table. I don't know if it's like this always though, and it's like 8:20, so it's still slightly early. They have an amazing view. So, and the menu is very local. It's from all the Cycladic islands, different local ingredients. So I'm excited. I'm not sure what I'm gonna get though. I'm having a hard time deciding. And this is my beef stew. It looks amazing and it smells spectacular. Okay, I normally give you guys a review after, but wanted to stop. It's that good. The meat, I was prepared to cut it with a knife and it just fell apart with a fork. And the sauce is spectacular. Calimera. So I made a small mistake, nothing earth-shattering, but things don't open very early here, and I didn't go to the supermarket or anything to get breakfast for this morning, so it's now almost like 9 o'clock, and I've had just instant coffee, which is not my favorite, so I'm gonna go find some breakfast now, and hopefully get something to eat. I'm debating whether or not I want to go to a place or if I want to just go get groceries. However, the supermarket is all the way down the hill. So, and then I have to go back up. Not that I'm not going to go down there later, just do I want to do it twice? We'll see. Anyway, you know, little caffeine means I can't make decisions yet. I decided to not be lazy and come down to the little supermarket and see what I can get, because there's not a lot to do here, so I have the time. That might have been the smallest supermarket I've ever been in, and I have been in some tiny ones. It makes me wonder where the locals do their shopping, because there's no way that tiny supermarket is supporting this island, even though there are only like 150 permanent residents. There's just no way. So I'm like, is there another one somewhere? But this is the only town, like there's another town, but it's smaller than this one. I'm gonna go to the beach, but first I thought I'd walk the other direction through town. When I came down from the hill, you could go left or right, and right was the way to the supermarket. But just thought I'd go the other way and see what there is to see. Oh my gosh, it's so cute in here. Look at this gate. That's beautiful. It's a really cute little village. And despite there not being a ton of residents, there is activity. Oh my gosh. Look at that bougainvillea. It's huge. It's probably not been trimmed in years. That's amazing. I will say it is an extremely quiet island. There's hardly any traffic. Even motorbikes, I hear nothing most of the day. There's a little store here. Looks like it has some clothes. It's probably worth checking out. It looks like they have some cute sarongs. There was another store I noticed down by the supermarket that looked like it had really cute jewelry. It wasn't open yet, so, but they had some stuff outside that looked amazing. There are plenty of little restaurants on this island, I have noticed. I think I've passed, besides the one I ate at, I've passed like 4, maybe 5. I mean, I know there are ones that are only open for like coffee and breakfast and lunch, but still, considering how small this place is, and there's another one over there. So it's pretty good. Down to the beach. So this is also where the ferry comes, but this is the beach that's in town. If I had come directly, it would have taken me like 5 minutes to get down here from my hotel. If you want a really good spot under the trees, then you have to come probably earlier than I have come. But I still got a semi-shady spot, so it's not bad. The beach is obviously crowded, but it's not a very big beach to begin with. So, and I imagine that on the weekend, which is tomorrow, this place will be really packed. I'm gonna probably try to hit the other beach tomorrow. Look how clear the water is. Like, it's amazing. It's wonderful, and the temperature feels fabulous. It's just cool enough to be refreshing without it being freezing cold. And I think that the Express Scopoletus is coming in a little bit, so we'll be here for the ferry, which I always enjoy. Well, a big cat came in right before the ferry. You can kind of see the ferry coming right there. It looks small in the video. It's a pretty small ferry, actually. It's really just for the Naxos and the Small Cyclades, and it goes to Amorgos as well. And it doesn't go every day to every island. It has a very varied schedule, but pretty well known around here. I've never taken it. Maybe I will on this trip, don't know. Still haven't decided where I'm going after this. I did notice a lot of people get up about 20 minutes before it was supposed to arrive and start walking. So I think a lot of people had come here for the day from either Naxos or Skanusa. I'm not sure of the schedule today. So Skanusa, that was the place I could see from the restaurant last night was Skanusa. So, I mean, it's literally right across the bay. The sunset from my room is absolutely stunning. I can't get over it. Yeah, I'm actually speechless. So that tells you a lot. And I see Greek sunsets all the time. I'm walking to go into town for dinner, and man, it just keeps getting better and better. The breeze has picked up, and it feels kind of cool when it hits you, like in a good way. So I passed by this taverna earlier, and it looked interesting, so I thought I would come down here and give it a try. It's the one with all the lights on. There's hardly anyone there, though, but who knows here if that's a thing because there's so few people here. There are people up top, so maybe that's where people are sitting. They did have space upstairs, so you can see the port from here, and then this is the road that I walked down. So, and it's cooler up here because of the breeze. So, downstairs was great because it smelled fabulous, but it was definitely warm from the kitchen. They have zucchini balls, so you guys know I have to try them. I asked for imam, and he had to come back and tell me it was finished. So the other dishes were just too big to have this and that with it, so I got briam instead. But look how beautiful it is now that the sun is down. The color of the sky is fabulous. Okay, now I'm excited. That looks really amazing, and there's eggplants and zucchinis and potatoes. It looks amazing. Way better than I thought it was going to be. That might have been the best bouillon I've ever had. And of course, all the zucchini balls plus the bouillon, I couldn't even finish all of it because it was so much food. Just gonna walk around now and see what it's like here at night. It's so quiet. There are so few cars and motorbikes. Like, I don't think I've been on an island this quiet in a really long time. So there is a little mini market called Melissa. It's also kind of a bar. But it's very rustic, is what I would call it. It's where the locals hang out. So, but if you can't wait for the bar to open, which I think opens at midnight, that's an option. But I think it's pretty basic with ouzo. And I'm not even sure if the bar is technically open because I haven't passed it because it's down like a side road. So I would say that if you want to drink, you just need to go to one of the restaurants. I'm sure they're used to it here. There are plenty of those, bars, cafes, not bars, but cafes, restaurants where you could get a drink here. Probably this place looks like a good option. If you wanted to go for a night swim, you could definitely do it. There's no one on the beach, and I bet when there is a full moon, it is nice and bright down here. You can see the moon is like half at this point, but just thought I'd walk down the dock a little bit. If you guys have been following me for a while, I love boats, so I'm gonna go look at the sailboat. Even at night, the water is like super clear. Look how greeny blue it is. It's amazing. Oh, this is spectacular. I kind of feel like I'm at the end of the earth because even though I see a light flashing in the distance, I can't see Skanusa at all. How fabulous. I'm now beginning the climb up the hill to my hotel. It's like almost 10:30, and I know that a lot of people ask me, is Greece safe? Is it safe for a woman to be by herself? I can tell you that I personally have never had anything happen to me, even in Athens when I've walked home in the middle of the night. But I will say that in Athens, I used to live in New York City, so I'm pretty street savvy. But as you can see, I'm the only person out here right now. But generally on the Greek islands, it's fairly safe. I mean, take precautions, be aware of your surroundings, know where you're going. But generally, it's fine. Good morning from the beach. I was going to show you the walk, but someone generously offered to drive me. I was walking along the road and someone stopped. That does happen here. I always say yes, and I've offered people rides myself. It's perfectly safe here. So this is Levati Beach. It's probably about a 15-minute walk from town, but it is up a hill. So it is a little bit, of a hike. I have yet again made another mistake, is I thought there was a restaurant that was open already for the day down here, so I didn't bring water because I thought I would go buy one from them, and it's not open. So far I'm fine. I'll get in the water and stay cool, but hopefully I can get a water somewhere else somehow, or I'll just go back to my room. The water is also very clear here. Really nice. It's a lot less windy today, so it's a little bit warmer, but maybe the wind will pick up. It was windier this morning. There is an ancient castle up on the hill behind the beach. I thought I might go up there, but it's quite rocky and it's way too hot to be hiking up a hill like that. But if you come in the off season and it's cooler, it looks really cool from the pictures I've seen online, so I definitely recommend checking that out if you're up for it. The person that drove me down to the beach said that a turtle had come up at the end of the beach, and it looks like it's laid eggs. You can see the tracks here, and then there is another track over there, so I don't know which way it came in and out, but it's very cool. I hope that it laid eggs. It's a good spot because it's not crowded at all. The other thing is you can see more of the castle on this side. I am absolutely loving this beach. When I got into the water, it's decently shallow that you can kind of work your way into getting, you know, above your head without like it being shocking. And down at the end where I am, there are no rocks. So you just walk in on this nice, soft, golden sand. And it's stunning. And as you can see, there's hardly anyone here. Compare that to my last video of Naxos, where the beaches have just been jam-packed. Okay, one of the restaurants did open, and I was able to get a water and a Coke. So all set now. And now I won't die when I have to walk back up the hill. Although there is a bus, like a little mini bus. So, but I don't know how often it comes. I'm gonna head back to my room now. But I thought I'd show you guys the view of the beach and the water from up here because it's just stunning. Great swimming spot. From the beach, the hill looks really steep, but now that I'm up here, it's really not that bad. But I have a hat and I have water, and I got in the water right before I started walking, so that way my body was nice and cool. Back from the beach, and I thought I would give you guys a little bit of a room tour. I have really enjoyed this hotel. It's called Cosmos Studios. I asked the owner today how long he'd been open, and he said only a year, which is kind of what I figured because the rooms are still in really good condition. You know, not that they wouldn't be, but you know, after time, wear and tear starts to happen. So let me show you around. So there is a little kitchen area. There is a 2-burner stovetop if you wanted to do some light cooking, a little refrigerator, a closet. Here is the bathroom. This is a really nice bathroom. I love the shelves underneath the sink. Nice shower. I think they must have solar water heater because the water is like super hot. Here is the room. I think this little kind of footstool thing comes out into a twin bed if you needed it. Obviously I don't, but this bed is absolutely divine. Like super comfortable, not too soft, not too firm. Love it. Brand new air conditioner, so the air conditioner is actually nice and cool. And a little makeup vanity and a TV. So simple, but very like clean. The owner is super nice. He picked me up from the port, and I've seen him around, and he's talked to me every day. I showed you outside earlier, the view and everything. So I really love this little studio. I could stay here for a long time, actually. So I will leave a link to this place down in the description box below in case you want to check it out. Spending that many hours at the beach makes you kind of tired. The heat kind of does you in, even though it's not that hot. So I had a shower, took a short nap, and I'm gonna have an early dinner because I didn't really eat because I was at the beach. And I but I realized this restaurant that's here at the end of the street of my hotel is a Euro place. So I'm gonna go there and have a Euro and have a quick dinner. That was really good. It was a little bit different. Had like cabbage instead of lettuce, but it was good. And it had sauce instead of tzatziki, and I prefer sauce, as I have discovered lately, as I have been eating more and more gyros. So I did have a glass of wine, but they only had a quarter liter, and I drank it all, and I felt it when I stood up. And as you can see, the wind has picked back up. I had to put my hair back so that it wouldn't get in the sauce. You and me. Good morning. Unfortunately, I'm leaving today. I'm a little bit sad. I think you guys know that I really enjoyed this little quiet island. I will be back. So I'm gonna go get some breakfast and go take some pictures of the town before I have to go back, or not go back, go to the next place, which you guys will see in the next video. So this might be the best thing ever. So I'm waiting for the ferry to arrive to go to my next destination, and I can sit on the beach and do it because the ferry arrives right there. So I'm gonna sit here until like 15 minutes before it comes. My hotel is bringing my bags to the dock so I don't have to haul myself back up the hill. I couldn't have asked for a better experience.